Why do I look like that? Why is my t-shirt not like t-shirting?
No,
Right?
it is.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I'm a bit nervous.
I am too. Stage
When
fright.
was the last episode?
Like October.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. I'm so sorry. And like, I don't even have any excuses.
No excuses.
It's just like the amount we've been like, oh, we'll film that. We'll film it.
Yeah.
Like we'll film much therapy next
the
week.
whole of like November and December, we're like, yeah, we'll film our Christmas episode.
Didn't
Just
do that.
didn't.
And then we're like, we'll come back with a New Year's
Year,
episode.
yeah.
Now it's almost March. Happy New Year.
Happy 2025? Question mark.
People who only tune in for March therapy, which like I'm not sure if there is any, because like,
Yeah, I wonder if there is any.
well, there's been people who have found us purely from this,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And like, I wonder why. Did you just see a thumbnail and you're like, oh, that's kind of nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'll listen to it.
And then you listen to it and you stuck around. Like, that's pretty great.
It is. Actually, it's like one. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to Much Therapy. If you happen to be new around here, because we haven't done one in 4 months, why did we start this?
Good question.
I think we just wanted something that was like not as much pressure as like every single week we're going to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And we're just going to sit down and chat like a podcast but in video form.
Yeah, because we're
on
such YouTube girlies at heart.
YouTube
So
girlies
it just, that is like the easiest way to do that in our brains, is just to do it on YouTube.
Yes, exactly. However, this episode is the first episode on Spotify.
Yeah.
So if you are listening to it just purely on audio, crazy, like, are you driving listening to us right now?
What are you doing? On a walk. Yeah. Grocery shopping.
So true.
Driving.
I love a podcast while I'm doing things like out and
I've
about.
recently gone back into a little podcast era.
Yeah, I'm so much, like I'm a better person when I'm listening to podcasts, even if they're not motivational. I'm a better person because I'm just like being productive.
Yeah.
Anyway, so hello Spotify listeners.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
That's crazy. And hi to everyone who's also tuning in on YouTube.
Love you all so much.
Love you all. We have, cheers to that. Cheers to first episode of 2025. Matcha, and we're going to have therapy today.
We
You know
are.
what I'm saying?
I really do know what you're saying. I need to mix mine so bad.
I want to give mine a little mix too. Let's have our first
I
sip
just know
together.
this is going to be so good.
I know it is. Wow.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the last episode, I had big news. And then you also had big news, but then I had to cut it out.
True.
So what was the big news?
Yes, that's right, because March Lane was actually supposed to launch in October. And so we filmed our last episode and we were both like, oh my gosh, we've got so much news to share. And then I probably just talked about it for like 10 minutes, being like, oh, I'm so excited, like the backstory to starting the brand and everything. And then it couldn't happen. So I was like, hey, gee, so sorry. Like, can you cut all of that out? And you're like, absolutely. And it cut so much out of the episode and almost like, I'm not sure if it didn't make sense.
I feel like it made sense to me. Like,
Yes.
it hurt cutting it. Because we were like, so many updates. And then I was like, that's it.
It was like one update.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Wow. Okay. So now it's actually launched.
Yeah.
Which feels very fitting for this podcast. Whatever this is.
Yeah.
Not sure really what.
This thing.
This thing that we do. Yeah.
Your very own matcha business.
Matcha business, which is crazy. It feels not exciting, but because it happened what feels like so long ago, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just like not really an announcement
You're like
anymore.
used to it now.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's just like cool. But
It's still insane.
it is.
And has gone so well.
It has actually gone pretty well.
As of course it would.
We've literally just got restocked. We've just got stock back. Yeah, we just got stock back. Because we sold out in a couple of weeks, which was insane. We were not expecting that
So good.
whatsoever. And what makes me happy amongst anything is that everyone seems to love it as much as I love it.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Because I was scared. Because I believed it was genuinely so good. Did you try it before it launched? You didn't?
I didn't.
I don't even think I got anyone else's opinions.
Like, that's so
bold of
so
me.
you, actually. I was going to say it's so bold. But, like, that is something you would do.
I'm like, oh, I love it. So,
I love
like,
it.
surely everyone else will.
And, like, well, I feel like me trying it is not even... It's not, like, a strong, valid opinion.
Yeah. I
Like, well,
understand.
give me some strawberry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't judge it. And a lot of people in your life wouldn't know matcha as well as you do.
Yeah, that's true. I just this is the best I've ever tried. So like I backed it so much, but then still launching it, I was nervous.
Yeah, of
that
course.
Everyone was just going to be like, this is really bad.
Disgusting.
And I was going to be like, no guys, it's not.
It's hard with like a flavour thing because
people's tastes are just different.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't make something that like every single person will love.
No. Like I would love like a banana flavored thing and someone else would like hate it.
Yeah.
But it's like so good to me.
I wonder like how many people have like gotten into matcha because of it.
I've seen a few people be like, I just bought it because I wanted to try it. And this is so good.
That's impressive.
Which is like really, really crazy. I think also going to Japan, even though I already knew which one that we were going with, going to Japan and trying all of theirs over there
like,
made me feel even...
To the test.
Yes, it did. Because I was like, am I still going to like this after I've tried like the best of the best? It is from Japan. So obviously like, you know, it is the best of the best. But just like how they prepare it and where, you know, they're all different. And when I was over there, I was like, this tastes like the matcha that like we've got.
It's so crazy.
On its way. So yeah, kind of crazy.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You've done such a great job.
No, stop it.
As per usual.
Thank you. But yeah, we didn't have stock for probably like 3 or 4 weeks and I ran out of it. And I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty rough about week and a half to 2 weeks.
The way she texted me this morning, do you have enough in your bag for 2 servings? Because I don't have any. Like, you're lucky I do. And I will share it with you.
I've not had a Much Lane matcha in like 2 weeks. And no, I know.
So
I've been using
sad.
other brands and I've been really trying. I've been adding like so much more sweetness or like so much cinnamon to kind of like mask. But this is just
Nothing
like,
hits.
it feels good to be back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy too. Thank you for allowing me.
You're welcome.
She was like, I'm going to
Anytime.
order some more. Like, I'll give you some more. I'm literally using it. Be like, yeah, you order more.
Like, bigger size quantity?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So that's an update. Started a matcha brand. Crazy.
Obsessed.
I almost feel like, you know, when you catch up with someone and you haven't caught up for so long, you don't even know what to say because there's so much to say.
Nothing's been going
I'm
on,
like,
but like so many things at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, in our last episode, I was like, I'm about to have to pack up my house and move. Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
And that was maybe one of the worst things that has happened.
Yeah.
Like and it's not even like that bad of a situation, but I was like in the trenches.
You are in the trenches.
Unfortunately.
When you're mentally in the trenches and then you have to do anything that's slightly hard, and moving house is definitely a time consuming, like mental load kind of thing to do.
Awful. And it was the weeks leading up, not being able to find a place. So then having to put everything in storage. I've never used a storage unit before. So like that was a whole new, really fun experience. My removalists were awful. My storage unit, too small. Had to pay for 2. Like spending so much money to then not even move into a house yet was awful. And then went to Japan for a week. Got to forget about everything. Phenomenal.
Best week of my life. We can chat
Japan in a bit. Came home, still had no house. Living in this one spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank you so much.
Like, it's so fun. We got to have a taste of being roommates.
We did.
For a couple of weeks there.
And would we ever be roommates?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it was a really good way to be like, yeah, okay, we're never doing this.
You never question that ever again.
Oh gosh, you have got to laugh.
It's just like, I don't know how people do it all the time. So obviously it just depends if it's the right person or not. But I don't know how you merge like 2 people who have 2 whole separate lives into like one living space.
And I think maybe if we were both single and we were both but maybe didn't have dogs.
The dogs, bless him in his cotton socks, but he was the issue.
Well, yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, it actually wasn't you at all. We love
and like
him.
a small apartment with 3 people, 3 dogs,
3 time schedules, Sam's work schedule, like
it's a whole anyway.
Yeah,
that was a chapter.
It was a chapter. And we made it through.
We did, and we're still friends. Thank God. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine if that was what broke us? We were like,
what we broke up over.
That was the end. At the end of it
this
all.
This is our breakup episode.
Yeah, sorry guys, this is actually the last one.
No, like you're never allowed to not be friends with me ever.
I promise you I won't let that happen.
Yeah.
I promise you I won't be friends.
Forever. It's my vow.
Setting your expectations.
That's what I like to hear, actually.
Aww.
Anyway, and then there was another... Actually, the day I landed from Japan, I went into this place.
True.
And then we did a Christmas collection with Beginning Boutique.
We did. Well, we were the kind of the faces.
Sorry, not a collection.
Yeah, we were the faces of the Christmas campaign.
The models, if you will.
And let's just say
Hardly.
it was.
I have
my
so much respect
for models. Like we didn't even get a taste into it, but
Yeah. We had a day taste into it.
yes, what we did, I was so like, I just like my body was exhausted.
Yeah.
From literally standing and just being on all day.
Yeah.
Like always just thinking about like, what's my face doing?
You're thinking about your face, your body, your outfit.
Yep. If you're in a
taking
tight outfit, you're kind of like, oh, which angle am I being photographed from? And then sometimes multiple angles. So you're like,
Yeah.
I can't look good from multiple angles at one time.
There's 10 people behind the camera at all times.
Yeah, it was so exciting. But
Yeah.
we went straight from Japan. Literally,
Yes.
oh my gosh, that day we flew home. We
I had a
both
red
didn't
eye.
sleep.
Yeah.
Did you
didn't sleep? No.
No,
Of course not.
No, yeah, true. I think I slept for like an hour. I woke up with my period.
Yeah. Excruciating pain.
Excruciating pain. Also, oh my gosh, I never told you this.
Oh my God.
So I thought I had painkiller in my bag. That's what I took. I took Veggie Nac.
No way.
So that's like a little supplement that, I don't know, my naturopath gave me.
It does a bunch of stuff, but it's not
It doesn't do anything to do with pain. Period pain.
No wonder you're in so much pain.
I know.
Oh.
I know. Because I was looking through that bag and I was like, oh, weird. Why do I have Veggie Nac in here? Oh my gosh. I thought, I just mustn't have thought. And I put it thinking, cool, if I get my period, like I'll have this. It was Veggie Nac.
Because you woke up in pain because you missed the time
The
to
window.
take the painkiller.
Yes, because you know you've got to take it kind of like before any pain.
Yeah.
Which is a thing in itself. Anyway, I wake up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'm my period. We're like kind of almost landing. It's like everyone like getting ready for landing, if you will. I'm going to go to the toilet. There's a big line, of course, because everyone's like wanting to get their last pee out before. And I'm standing there and I'm like, oh, like I'm hunching over and I'm like, oh no, this is not good. Go to the toilet. Lo and behold, here she is. Then I come out, take non-painkiller, thinking it's painkiller. I'm like, oh, it's going to get better soon. It's going to get better soon. An hour passes. We're like walking through the airport, going through customs.
Like you're mentally not there.
No. I'm like,
you checked out.
Completely. Like I am moving.
You're pale.
Lights are on. No one's there.
No one's home.
Exactly. I was just like, oh, like not doing well. Yeah, go through customs. I'm like, it's been over an hour. Like why hasn't the painkiller kicked in? Now I obviously know. I didn't actually make that connection until like a couple of weeks ago
That
too.
is crazy.
I know. I was like, that was just really bad and no painkiller helped. Anyway, and then I don't know what was happening in Brisbane Airport.
Oh, it was awful.
We probably stayed there for an extra hour and a half.
At least.
My bag specifically didn't come out for so long.
Yeah.
And then we had to join this line to go through like border security.
Yeah.
For so long. We were in that line for like
long.
45 minutes. The
Yeah.
whole time, period pain.
Yeah. Like hunched over.
Yeah.
We're with the Jetstar girls. We're like, no one's speaking to her. Every now and then, we're like, you're good. Yeah.
Like,
Still bad? Yeah.
yeah. Cool. And that's the thing, you can't do anything.
No.
I didn't even take painkiller.
No. And then had an hour drive home.
Had an hour drive home, yeah.
And then a few hours at home to recoup and then
Yeah.
off again.
Yeah. And G picked me up to drive because we stayed in Kingscliff and G picked me up and I literally got in the car, burst into tears.
I was like, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, because I got in, I said nothing. Or like I was like, okay, let's go. And then you were like, hey, how you? I think you're like, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, do you want to talk? I was like, yeah, and then just burst into tears. That actually made me feel really good though. I felt good after that.
Yeah.
It was just like emotional. You know when you're just like, oh, my emotions were just high. I hadn't slept.
Yeah.
I actually hadn't had any painkiller.
No.
So
awful.
perfect. Oh gosh. Anyway, I just like interrupted your story.
No, I can't even remember.
Moving.
This house.
Yes, you went to Japan for a week.
So that day, that period day.
So I was at home.
You're at home resting for a bit. I'm here touring this.
Lands goes and tours places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I landed, I repacked my suitcase, and then came here.
Yeah.
And then from here, went and picked up you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw this place and I was like, this is the nicest place I've seen so far. My bar was on the floor at this point though because the rental market was so bad. Like I actually can't believe it's still getting worse. Like I thought it was bad like when I moved here 2 years ago.
Yeah. So only getting worse.
So that's perfect.
Perfect.
It was the same rent I was paying my last place. Everything was just like tick, tick, tick. Everything was lining up. So then, yeah, we go to Kingscliff that night. I'm on my computer applying. Send it away. The next day, we're getting ready for our event with Beginning Boutique. I get a call. I've been approved. I'm like, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
And that was, I feel like that was like midweek, I think. And then like I moved on I think the day we came home from beginning, I was on the phone, like, calling removalists, booking in everything to get done. And then I moved that weekend.
Crazy few
It
weeks.
was so quick. Like, considering I was looking for a place for so long, and then this just happened so quickly. Sickening.
It is sickening.
And it is one of those things that, like, everything happens for a reason, because, like, I love this place so much more than my other place, and, like, I really love it here, and, like, maybe I just needed to be, like, humbled for a quick second. Like, you know, when you go through something, you're like, what was the reason?
Yes. What lesson did I need to learn?
Yeah, maybe
from
I was
this?
just too comfortable.
Yeah.
And I was like, you need a couple of months of anxiety, you know, to, like, make you a bit stronger.
Hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly.
Yep.
Stand a little taller. I don't know the next lyric.
I don't know it either.
Also, the day I picked up the keys, I remember we picked up the keys, and then I, like, was exploring the area, and I was standing in a park, and I had a phone appointment with a doctor. Mind you, not my regular doctor. I had a blood test done before Japan, just to, like, check everything was all good. If I could go back and not do that blood test, I really would. But you live and you learn.
So true. I was like, what? And then I was like, oh.
I've literally fixed everything, but
Yep.
it's fine. Anyway, this doctor is like, hey, so we got the blood test results. Your liver function is really, really bad. And I was like, oh, right. She's like, do you have any abdominal pain? I was like, no. Should I? Have I been ignoring it? Like, I don't know. And she was like, okay, well, just because it's, like, really close to Christmas, I think just avoid alcohol and fatty foods for, like, a month if you can. And then we'll, like, get a scan done in the new year. And I was like,
Cool. So now I just have to stress for
Like,
a month.
huh?
Yeah. No, that's terrifying to
And,
get.
like, is Christmas ham fatty? Like, what do you mean? Like, I was so, like, dumbfounded. I was just like, you're kidding me. So then, of course, my body is in fight or flight. I've never been so anxious in actually my whole life. I'm getting abdominal pain.
Health anxiety is...
If anyone knows it, it's you.
It's there's nothing like it.
And I never want to experience it ever again. And I
No.
feel that now I've felt it.
It never
It's
goes
never
away.
gonna go away,
I
I
fear
think.
it doesn't either.
You
I'm
hate
so
to
sorry.
hear it.
I'm so sorry you've had to do that.
I'm sorry that you've had it before now. Like, that's insane.
I still remember, I think the first time I was like telling you about it, you're like, wow, like, I just have never experienced that before.
Yeah. I was so naive.
I'm sorry. It's a good place to be in that.
It is,
Never experiencing
yeah.
that before. I should also didn't put my rings on today. So I'm tea. The wedding's on.
She's divorced. So I'm freaking the fuck out. Quietly.
Also, just to add a little bit more context, when we were away at this little beach trip,
Yes.
you got a call being like, hey, you need to book in a doctor's appointment like
Yeah,
ASAP.
we got your blood test results. You need to book in this appointment.
Yeah.
And so then I had that phone appointment
like a few days
a few
later.
days later.
So even
so
that,
while I'm away with beginning boutique, I'm like, I'm dying.
Yes.
Is what my brain is telling
yes,
me.
exactly.
Which, like, I know, like, sounds dramatic.
No, but
But I fully
believed
believed it.
And it's one of those things that you can like laugh now, being like, oh, I thought I was dying.
Yeah.
But when
at the
you're
time-
you literally can't sleep.
Yeah.
Every single time you laugh, you're like, am I like not going to be laughing
Yeah.
for that much
You're,
longer?
like, remembering things in your life you, like, wish you did. Like,
Yes.
it's so awful. I don't wish it on anyone.
No.
Ever. So yeah, it's like, yay, beginning boutique, yay, getting a new house, and I'm just like riddled with this anxiety for a while. And then I'm like, I don't think I can go and get this liver scan and go and see the same doctor who delivered the news to me, because I just feel like she wasn't, like, gentle enough with me, and she's not my regular doctor, and I had heard really good things about this other doctor. So I went to this other doctor, and I was like, this is what's been going on. And she was like, I would be really surprised if you actually did have really bad liver function. I want another blood test just to double check before we do, like, scans and stuff, before we get, like, dramatic. And I was like, I like the sound of that. This is, like, January at this point, probably mid-January. I get a blood test. Liver function's fine.
Completely
Sometimes
normal.
that's just how blood tests work. Sometimes that's just how the blood's drawn.
Huh? I've just had the worst anxiety
Yeah.
in my life for 2 months.
Yeah.
Literally for no
For
reason.
nothing.
Not even like yeah, maybe this is a bit off, but you still need to focus like a
Yeah.
lot on it. No.
And
Actually,
I'm like,
it's fine.
well, and then I think my anxiety in my body made up pains, because I was like, well, I have abdominal pain, so then it means that something's wrong. And she was like, there's
nothing wrong. The test would say
Yeah.
if there's something wrong. No, I'm not sure. I don't think phantom pains is like the same as anxiety pains, because I think
I
it's
don't
when
think
there's like
so.
been trauma to the actual area, and then you
Yes.
get
Yeah.
But the anxiety pains, what do you mean then? Like, they are real. I know they're real. But what do you mean there's not actually
It's
something
like,
wrong?
Yeah, because of my brain.
Yeah.
It's not like a
Huh?
health thing.
Yeah. No. It has to be a health thing.
My
How
brain
can I feel
shouldn't
like that?
have that much like power to do that to my body.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yep. It's genuinely terrifying.
And so now like any pain in my body, I'm like, my liver.
Yep.
That first blood test was right, actually.
Yep. It picked up on something and then it went away and then now it's back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hate to hear
Well,
it.
you've been to the doctor more than you've ever been in your entire life.
Truly.
You recently went.
Yeah, well then, because I just
It's
feel
not
like
funny. It's not funny.
you have to
but
laugh.
you've got to laugh.
Now,
You do.
the time
to get by.
tears.
Yes.
I think obviously I found out everything was fine, and then the anxiety like wasn't leaving my body. Which like, what do you do about that?
Yeah.
Not sure. And so I was like, well, now my chest is so tight every single day. I'm getting like anxiety, like achy pains down my arms and my ribs and like my whole chest, upper back. And like I've had that before around a stressful situation. So like part of me was like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is anxiety. Equally, it feels awful. So I went back to my doctor, my regular, beautiful doctor who I adore so much, who would never do anything to hurt me. Anyway, she was like, I can literally test anything and everything to like put your anxiety at ease. She did a breast check for me. She did an ECG for me. I got a chest x-ray and she's like, yep, everything's fine. I'm like, perfect. So it's just my brain doing this to me.
Why?
And then I went to my therapist and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, it's because you're not feeling your emotions. I was like, well, that's a stupid answer. I don't
want to hear that because that's not a quick
awful.
fix.
No.
I can't just do something to fix it. Yeah.
So that's been my homework, is to think about what emotion I'm feeling and feel it.
Yeah.
Which like sounds so easy, but like I won't even get you started on how hard it is for me.
Yeah.
I'm literally like talking to myself in like day-to-day life now.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, oh my God, like I feel really anxious right now. I'm like, okay. I literally go, okay, Georgia. She told me to like talk to my inner child, bless her consort.
Okay.
Because she was like, you as a child, it was not safe for you to feel your emotions or like figure out what they were. Mm-hmm. You just had to be like fine. Mm-hmm. And I was like, gotcha. Mm-hmm. So I have to talk to her. Mm-hmm. And like tell her it's fine and safe to feel whatever emotion you're feeling. She gave me this like website and a book that I can like search up emotions, because I feel like it's hard to label emotions if you don't even know. Like happy, sad, angry, nervous. Like there's only a few that like
but there's so many
used
more.
often. Mm-hmm. So I sit down, I'm like, okay, Georgia, where can you feel the pain in your body? What emotion are you feeling? If you can't figure it out, pull up the website, have a think. Okay, I feel disappointed. It is safe and okay. It's where I'm like literally talking out loud, and Winston's like,
gentle parenting yourself.
No, quite literally.
Wow.
And it's not getting easier. But I guess it's just the thing that takes time. Yeah.
So that's been the start of the end of 2024, the start of 2025.
I'm excited for March.
Yes.
I just feel
it's
like
a clean month.
Yeah. The last couple of weeks I felt a bit lighter and brighter. It was almost like I didn't realize, I obviously knew my anxiety was bad, but I didn't realize how much it was like draining me so much. I had no energy to do anything until now. I have a bit of energy back and I'm like, oh, this is how life is meant to feel.
Yeah.
Kind
You
of
get so
crazy.
used to feeling that you're just like almost paralyzed because of the anxiety. But you don't actually realize that when you start feeling better and you're like, oh, I like actually want to go out and do things.
Yeah. On the up. And that's just on mental health, isn't it?
It is. I have recently gone to a new therapist. My therapy background, for anyone wondering, originally when I started, this was in 2023, I think, I started getting really bad health anxiety. This is a health anxiety episode, isn't it? Went to the doctor, got all these tests done. Oh, you're all fine. Cool. Why? Went to this therapist. I was like, hey, like I've got really bad health anxiety, blah, blah, blah. Had all of the tests done. She's like, oh, well, if you're getting that done, like, have you had that like checked again?
You're kidding.
Yeah. So I literally did it 2 weeks ago.
Something is wrong with me.
Yes, exactly. She was also like, and I'm not saying that older therapists, like old therapists aren't good, but I do think she was like probably in her 60s. Yeah, exactly. And I was just like, okay. So I never went back to her. I went to another one last year and I felt like she was
probably better.
Yes, she was better.
Like,
so at the beginning I was like, oh my gosh, she's so good. And then I was like, am I the problem? Like, I was like, no, I need to stick this out because like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'll just try another one and another one. And then it was a few, I was about to say episodes in, it was a few sessions in and I was like, like I'd never feel comfortable. And then I was like, but is it just how you feel in therapy? Anyway, I recently got recommended this new therapist and I was like, all right, let's go. Took 3 months to get into. Like, she was so hard to get into, but I was like, gonna wait it out. Recently had my first session and I was like,
this is what it's meant to feel like.
I literally went in there and I had so much to say, and I'd never felt like that before in therapy. And I think it is so much on the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like, she did prompt me, but she didn't even have to.
Yeah.
And I thought I would need so much prompting, but I was just like, oh my God, here are all my thoughts. And the things that girl was saying to me
in just one session
was insane. And even like, we started on one thing and then it turned out to be like, hey, like, there's like huge embedment issues there. I was like, huh? What do you mean? I'm literally fine. I don't have any embedment issues. But it was just so good. And it just feels so good to know that I have that person to go to who's just like unbiased to my life and just who I feel so safe with.
Yeah.
And I was saying afterwards that I think more so than anything, she was an amazing therapist, but she was kind. And she was straightforward, because I think I really value someone who's just like, like, don't be wishy-washy, like, just tell me how it is. But she did it in a kind way. And I think that was what I was missing from the other two. Like, please just be kind to me. Which, like, sounds like well, obviously.
Yeah, but it's in, like, I think sometimes it's easy to look at it from, like, they obviously have the knowledge. They, like, know, but it's in, like, the delivery. And, like, some people would adore the other therapist for those traits, but like, that just doesn't mean it's right for you.
Yeah, exactly. So that feels really good. It feels so
like
good
going into 2025 with a good therapist.
Yeah. And we were even just saying that, well, you said to me and I was like, yeah, same. So we were saying that you just feel so supported by all of your almost like, what did you say?
I call them like healthcare professionals, but like, it's like,
well, that's kind of what they are.
Yeah. As you grow into your 20s, like, some people like stick with their family doctors and like all the stuff, but I feel like moving away from where you grew up, you're trying to find your doctor, your dentist, your acupuncturist, you're this, and like, I feel like I have a good support around me.
Yeah.
Have good doctors.
Yeah.
We have an amazing acupuncturist. Bless her cotton socks.
I told her, this was like last year, I was like, oh, we like rave about you on Much Therapy, and she was like, you don't. I was like, we do. She's like, I'm embarrassed.
No.
I was like, don't be embarrassed.
No, like,
like, genuinely don't know what I'd be. Don't know how I'd be with that girl.
No.
It's not something I really hear that many people talk about, having such an amazing support system around you in terms of like health stuff. Because like, why is being an adult kind of just like admin on yourself?
Admin all the time.
All the time. Hey, have you gone to the dentist? Have you gone to the doctor? Have you got a blood test? Have you got a pap smear? Have you got There's always skin check.
Yeah. And
like,
then make sure you're going to therapy.
Yeah.
Oh. Perfect.
What was that? Oh, this little thing.
His antler.
Yeah, but also like make sure you're exercising, also you make sure you're eating healthy, and also make sure you're enjoying life.
Yeah.
And also make sure you're like hanging out with your friends, but also like prioritize your romantic relationships.
Yeah.
And also just like have time for yourself as well.
Yeah, make sure you enjoy being alone.
Yeah. And
enjoy
also
your own
like,
company.
Yeah, you're like advancing your career.
Yeah, of course.
Making money, obviously.
Saving money, making money,
Yes.
spending it on the right things.
Yes, exactly. Enjoying your life, but also like don't like spend too much money.
Yeah,
So
don't enjoy it too much.
25. Lily the other day was like, I'm 27 next year. And I went, oh my God, same. I was like, whoa.
No.
Wait.
Because I'm 27 this year. Like, that's so mean. I'm trying to be in the mindset of like, getting older is a privilege.
It is. But it's also
27?
Yeah. It's entering this new season. I was actually speaking to Sam this morning. Well, I feel like because I was like, oh, maybe we could like start with how our mornings have been and then get into things. We went straight in. I was speaking to Sam this morning because we went for a beach walk. Can you see that? I don't think you can see it. Recently, actually, been really, I have so many thoughts. Okay.
So many things to say. I love it when you're in this mood.
I've been loving beach walks. Obviously.
Obviously.
It's crazy. No one's ever
no one likes beach walks though. So unique.
No one in my generation has ever made this dramatic of a change, actually.
I'm not like other girls.
No, I'm not. But, okay. Normally, when I go on my beach walks, I'm like, runners on, socks on, let's go for a walk, like, on the path. Recently, my runners barely go on my feet. I'm putting my slides on, going down, I get a little coffee and I take my sides off, I walk straight down to the beach and I walk the whole thing on the sand, which I know is not revolutionary, but I just like would get so used to just going for a walk on the pavement.
Yeah.
Even if you're still by the beach, there is something so grounding about just like having your feet in the sand, the salt water's washing up like on your feet, gorgeous weather, and it's kind of getting to that stage of the year where it's not crazy hot.
Oh my God. There's like the teeny tiniest bit of crispness in the air, and it's making me so beyond happy.
And it's just like, it feels fresh and it feels,
I'm not like suffocating from the humidity.
And the sun isn't like burning my skin after like 2 seconds of being in it. So most mornings that we don't do Pilates, I will go for a walk on the beach, and it's just been so nice. I love it.
No, I need to be a bit better.
Because it is easy to just like go for a walk around your neighborhood or something like that, but just like putting that little bit of extra effort and like going down on the water, on the sand. I love it. Anyway, where was I going with this?
Talking to Sam this morning about something.
So Sam and I went for a beach walk this morning. And what were we talking about? Where was my point?
Aging?
Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you.
Are you and Sam the same age?
I'm a month older.
Oh, yeah.
He's the July. The 24th. Oh. No, I have like 2 or 3 birthdays, literally days in between each other. It's like, it goes my dad, my
July's a really busy month.
It is a busy month. It is. I think it's my birthday month of the year. Cool.
Sorry.
First time speaking. My most birthdays in the year. Like everyone, I swear, is just in July.
Yeah. It is the best month.
Okay, well.
Isn't it crazy?
June is.
I was about to like complain about it, but I was like, it actually doesn't matter at all. But I was like, wow, I like share my 2 best friends, your husband's fiance, husband, both born in July as well. I'm fighting with the husband.
You're like, it's my month. We're going on a month trip. I'm taking them away.
I don't care. No, it's not an issue at all. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
No, July's busy.
It is a busy month.
What's 9 months before July?
October?
Weird.
November, December, and then 7. People are getting
freaky.
Getting busy.
Ew.
Have you seen that TikTok filter that you like put your birthday in and then it shows your conception date?
Ew.
I know. I actually like, you know when people like use it but it's not on the TikTok and then you like search for it and it's not even coming up?
Oh.
That's kind of what was happening to me. So I didn't,
Yeah.
but I kind of was interested.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I feel like that's funny for other people. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
For my parents, that's disgusting. Anyway, you and Sam were talking this morning.
Oh, sorry. Wow. Because firstly we're talking wedding things. It's 7 months away. I think, which like sounds like a long time.
No, but
then
it's not
6
at all.
months, and then it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it's like the hens is obviously before that. So like that's. What are you sniffing?
No. She's no hands to bite you, and you know it. It's gonna fly by.
Yes, I fear it will. Even just like little plans that are coming up already. I'm like, that's that month. I don't have that many months where nothing is happening before I literally get married. Anyway, and then I was like, and then we were talking just like things we have to do, and then honeymoon, and we were like, oh yeah, that. And then I was like, imagine how weird it's going to feel to come home on, say, like whatever day. I think it was like a Friday we get home. Literally, what now? Now what? And I was just like, that's going to be the weirdest feeling, because I also feel like the month leading up to the wedding, maybe 2 months, is going to be a lot, like
So busy, yeah.
And then you're so excited, you've been thinking about it your whole life, and then specifically like since you got engaged. And now it's just over, and now your honeymoon is just over, and then you're just like, Interesting.
Also kind of nice though, because it'll be like a busy time of year.
It will. But I was just like, oh, that's crazy. And Sam was like, that's so true. Like, it will feel like that. But he was also like, we're entering this new fun season of being married before we have kids. I think, like, you know, that whatever, how many years it will be. But he was like, you know, we had this fun season of moving in together and then living together and then getting a dog and then getting another dog and then we got engaged, and that was a really fun season. And then we got married, and now it'll be like we're entering this new season, which is only probably like, I don't know how long that season will be, but like, and then
you want to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you can. As much as you can.
He's like, because I've always been so excited to be married with no kids, like for that season.
Yeah.
And I was like, true. And I was like, that's just a really good way to think about it.
You're in your wifey era.
Oh, no. It will be crazy to be like, oh yeah, this is my husband.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, this is my partner. I don't really say fiance very much.
Yeah.
I just feel like douchey.
I just be like, yeah, he's not my boyfriend, we're actually engaged.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
He proposed. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. I don't know. I always just say partner, but even that feels a bit weird. But boyfriend, like I can't really say boyfriend.
No, I feel like fiance. I feel like partner. I don't know why in my head I'm like, straight people can't use partner.
Partner,
Like, that's
really?
not real and fair.
Yeah.
But I hear partner, I'm like, what?
Oh, it's a man and a woman, perfect.
But like, I like the sound of it.
We also have to talk about Billie Eilish.
Oh. What made you think of that?
I was literally like, do you want to know my thought process? Well, firstly, I was... Huh? My new wife. My dream wife, actually. No, I think you were just like partner. And then I was like, oh, you were hoping to see a lesbian. And then I went like lesbian. And then I went like my lesbian crush. And then I went Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I have never seen Soph talk or look at a woman like she does Billie Eilish.
No.
Like more than Sam Kerr. And Sam Kerr...
So true. I love Sam Kerr.
Yeah.
And I know this is not a universal experience. I know so many other girls feel like this.
I think you just said it's not a universal experience.
Sorry. I know it is a universal experience.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm actually not like other girls. No one else feels this way.
No one else actually likes Billie Eilish. She's so underground and undiscovered.
Exactly. And no other straight women do.
No.
It's definitely not. I'm just in love with her.
Yeah.
Why do I feel this way?
I mean, look at her.
I know, but it's more than just her looks.
This is Soph's coming out episode.
Literally. Like, quite literally.
I am so here for her. I love it.
I just love her so much. Anyway, my story was, I don't even think I ever mentioned it on Much Therapy, but it was like my Roman Empire that I didn't have tickets to Billie Eilish for so long. I ended up going twice.
Well, they ended up just being like way more tickets available closer to.
Yes. They were releasing tickets day of.
Yeah.
On every single show.
Gorgeous.
I'm obsessed with that. I feel like I saw so many people who didn't get tickets be able to go. Thought I wasn't going up until 2 weeks prior. And then we happened to get tickets from someone.
That we were like 90% sure we're going to work.
Yes. We were a little scared because they were through someone who couldn't go. It wasn't like through Ticket Tech.
Yeah.
And then also Rach happened to surprise me because she got invited by Brand, and she was like, she literally like, she was like, I had to take it for you. And I was like,
That's literally the nicest peace offering you could ever
literally,
bring.
I'm like, never get me anything else because this is like the best thing you could have ever done for me. And so, yeah, I ended up seeing her twice, and it was the way I still have FOMO for her shows because she's still performing.
Yeah. Like she's still got many shows
And every
around
single
Australia.
Yeah. And every single person that I'm like, that the post like, oh, I'm going to Billie Eilish. I'm like, ew, I don't want to see it.
Like, don't show me. Don't post
Don't
it,
post
please.
it, please. Which I know is just like, it's a me thing. I just love her.
Yeah.
But
and was it everything that you hoped it would be?
It was.
Yeah.
It was, actually. And because when Rach got invited, we went into a box, which was crazy. I've never gone to. Have you ever been in a box
No,
before?
I haven't.
Crazy experience.
They
I
like
didn't know
scared me so much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was scary.
yeah. So real.
But then we went the next night in the crowd, and it was just such a different experience. Like the first night, I really got to just sit back and almost just like watch it without really getting into it. Like
In the crowd, you're like a part of it.
exactly. I got to like sit back and just like take it all in. And the next night, I was like screaming with the crowd, which was so cool.
It felt so fun because it wasn't just like an hour and a half of just like the same vibe. Like 1 minute you're like almost crying over what were they made for, and the next you're screaming guess.
Yes, exactly.
Like it was just
Hit me
it was
hard
like-
and soft.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Hit me. Actually, slap me across the face, Billy, please.
Please.
I'm begging.
No, I feel like it's the quickest concert I have ever been to for that very reason.
I agree.
Because a lot of the time, even if I love the artist, a lot of their music is just like giving similar vibes. And because it was so, man, am I the greatest? Like you're yelling, or like, yeah, I wanna guess. Like you're just like
Yeah.
vibing, and then like oxytocin comes in, and you're
Yeah.
literally having a rave.
Yeah.
And then it's what was I made for, and your power,
Yes.
and you're just like, oh,
And it was
then
such
you're
a
getting
production
up.
too.
It was.
Like there was so much going on at all times. There's so much to look at,
yes,
which makes it go
so much quicker.
so quick.
And I would just sit and stare at her singing like on the guitar for 2
Yeah.
hours. But it was just like every single night, the 2 nights that I went, I was just like, it's over. Like it ends. Like birds of a feather starting. You're
Yeah,
just
you're
like,
like, oh,
huh? The last song already? We were so close for Guess.
it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Like,
She was literally right there.
I kept like leaning forward, just trying to like really, really look, and I was like almost falling over the chair in front of me, but I like couldn't believe it.
And I almost wasn't even seeing because I was just like,
Yeah, I was just,
oh my God. And then she goes, boom, and looks up.
Yeah.
Like to our side, to us.
yeah, directly into your eyes, actually.
I saw this one TikTok before and it was like, Billy, you're going to need to stop looking at me like that because I will leave my boyfriend of 8 years. And the top comment, or one of the comments was like, I hate to break it to you, but she wasn't even looking at you, or like, gonna hold your hand. Well, I'm gonna have to hold your hand when I say this, but she wasn't looking at you. And the person replied being like, you seem like a lot of fun.
Like, why are you not letting people enjoy things? I know you're not in love with me. Just let me.
I know she's not looking at me.
Yeah, come on.
It's a joke. Oh, I love people who just like say stuff like that. Like, you seem like a lot of fun.
I think we need to like normalize calling people out.
Yeah.
Where were we?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We're in Japan.
Yeah.
And someone said something, and someone just replied with, well, that was rude. And it was just like, you didn't miss a beat.
No,
I was just like,
she
I
had
respect
thought.
that.
She
so
said it.
bad. Yeah.
And I was like,
And they were like, yeah, that was rude, actually. Thanks for holding me accountable.
anyway, so that happened. Gosh.
Anything else?
Just trying to think.
Oh, we also went to Phineas's concert as well.
We did.
Speaking of Billy.
Both of the O'Connells.
Yes.
If you will.
Big fan of the whole family.
Whole family.
Phineas was great, as
Phineas
always.
was great.
He never lets you down, does
No. Loved it.
he? I also went to Role Model.
You did.
And it was a bit of like a, oh yeah, can't hurt kind of moment. Not like a, I'm so obsessed with you. And then the week leading up to the concert, I was obviously listening to the set list. And then I was like, why am I
really into it?
And then post-concert, I was like, I have a straight crush, actually.
Wow, we both have
Opposite. The opposite.
opposite sex
The opposite of our sexuality crushes.
Yeah. And like both of them so
valid.
real and so valid.
I agree.
Yeah.
He is so funny. He also like wears like crop tops and baggy jeans and has sticker tattoos. I'm like, you're a lesbian, and I love it. He's so funny. I really, really love his music, and he just released his like deluxe album, like extra songs, and they're so good, and I'm obsessed.
I recently, like, very lightly gotten into him a little bit too, just from, what's the song called?
Sally?
Yeah,
When the wine runs. Yeah, diva. Harder than a diva.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
because I kept
again.
seeing the TikToks. Well, I already liked the song because it was like a pre-release, like it was kind of already on TikTok before it came out.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, oh, I know it. And then he was really promoting it. I was like, wow, I'm really obsessed.
It's such a bop.
And then the music video for it, I'm like, wow, this is like really funny. And then I followed him on TikTok and like stalked him. I was like, you're really
So
funny.
funny.
You're really funny.
And like so many of his songs about Emma Chamberlain. And it's like heartbreaking. You need to listen to Frances.
Okay, is that about Emma?
Yeah, because I think it's her middle name.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm obsessed with him.
I also went to see Lawrence.
Yes.
Lots of concerts recently.
I love it.
I love it. And we have Gracie coming up too. After that, nothing. So what's the point in anything?
Continuing on.
Yeah.
I was listening to Gracie this morning and I was like, oh,
I know.
I forgot. I'm so excited.
So excited. Life is just about having things to look forward to, isn't it?
I completely agree.
Even the little things. Oh, I know I'm going out for coffee with that person. I'm so excited about it.
Literally. Like even just like knowing book clubs at the end of the week, I'm like, oh.
Me too.
Like I get to see my friends at the end of the week.
Yes. I'm like, this is going to be a good week because book club's this week.
Yeah.
And it's literally like one day.
It changes the trajectory of my week if I don't have
Completely.
things booked in.
Yeah. Just an exciting, fun thing happening.
I agree.
Wow. I have no idea how long we've been talking for, but
I like we had no plan, and you can probably tell.
Yep.
But I was really like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna have much to talk about.
have we ever struggled? No, I was actually driving here. I was like, oh, I have no plan over this episode, what we're gonna, but we haven't recorded in so long, so I was like, surely things are just gonna come out.
Yeah. Well, it was just like a recap.
It was.
And like, if you watch our vlogs, sorry if it felt repetitive. But
yeah. No, I feel like this is a bit more in depth.
yeah, I feel closer now. I feel connected. Back
do too.
March therapy.
I do too. I love our little March therapy
Yeah.
community. It's a nice little corner of the internet.
Yeah. If anyone has like not themes, but like things they want spoken about from us, not necessarily advice, because I don't know if that's what we're about.
Yeah.
But if you want, be like, oh, I wish they talked about this.
Well, I love what we said, and they always do kind of like advice things, but also just like people write in about situations and they just like give their like as if their friend was saying like coming asking them and they're like, oh, I would do this, or so true, I would feel like that. And I love listening to what they're saying, even if it's not really advice. So anything like that. Oh, I just love podcasts right now.
Yeah,
really my Mel Robbins era.
I slightly am too.
I fear it's a downwards
like once you're in.
Yeah,
she kind of like scares me.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm really trying to be like
her voice scares you?
No, like the way she speaks about things.
Okay, I love it.
And I've only listened to one episode, so like I can't.
Which episode did you listen to?
It was something about like online dating. It was like with the lady who like she works at Hinge really high up, and I was like, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
And there was a bit at the start where she was like saying how bad she felt for single people, and I was like, that like didn't sit right with me for some reason. She was just being so like, yeah, like it's so sad. Like I have one of my best friends is like 50 and single. But I was just like,
are we like single shaming right
now?
Yeah,
like, you're literally telling us that life is
so much worse when you're single.
Yeah, and I was like, well, but I also just feel like I need to give her more of a shot. And also like if she's being like really direct, or if I'm getting triggered about something, I'm like, well, I don't like you. But I'm like, well,
what mirror?
Maybe you're right.
Yep. What do I have to? I have to hear this.
Yeah,
I need to. Yeah.
And I feel like I started the year like I remember so vividly. We went on a walk together at like quite early on in the year, and you were telling me all your goals, and you're like, what about you? And I was like, I don't have any mental energy to like try and improve my life right now because I'm in the trenches. Whereas now I feel like I'm finally at the point where I'm like, okay, I can like take little steps in improving things that I'm
you have the mental space now.
Yeah. So I want to like listen to a few episodes about habits and her morning routine.
Yes, I've heard a lot about that one. I haven't listened to that one.
No.
I just finished one that was like the 5 habits to, I'm not sure if it was to change your life or something like that. It was like 5 habits or 5 ways. I don't know. Anyway, literally listening to it being like, yeah, my life is changing right now.
Yeah.
And the thing about her is, which I think I really like, is she's not coming up with really new information. It's like old information, but the way she delivers it
makes it so like digestible.
Yeah,
like,
like
so
oh,
easy.
that's so easy.
Yeah.
Like I can do that.
It's so simple.
Yeah. And it's almost just like a reminder spoken in an easy to digest way. I feel so motivated. I loved the 3 questions to get to know yourself.
Yeah. I'd love to listen to that.
Yeah, that's 20 minutes.
Gorgeous.
Obsessed. I'm asking myself multiple times a day, if I was getting $1 million to do this, how would I do it? Most of the time, I would be doing it much differently to how I was actually doing it.
Even I feel like going along with that, I've been trying, I feel like maybe everyone is always trying to do this, but like really trying to like work really hard on like loving myself enough. And it's so cliche and you've heard it so many times before, but like, why would you say things to yourself if you wouldn't say that to your best friend? And I remember the other day I was like, oh, I really just like want to order Uber Eats and like not cook my dinner. And I was just like, if my best friend was like, I have no reason to do this, I just want to do it because I'm lazy, it's not going to make me feel good later, but I'm going to do it, should I wouldn't be like, yeah. Like I wouldn't tell you to do that.
Well, hey, I'm going to go against my goal right now. I've said to you multiple times, I want to achieve this goal so badly, but I just like can't really be bothered. You'd be like, nah, do it. Like actually stick to your goal.
Yeah. Like I want the best for you, but why is it not the same for myself? So weird. So I'm literally always like, what would I tell Soph? What would Soph tell me? And honestly, it's working.
Yeah. Isn't that so funny? Just like creating all these little things you're like asking yourself, like talking to yourself, what would I do? How am I feeling?
What emotion am I feeling in my body right now? Here's to 2025.
I actually feel good about this year.
Yeah, I'm starting to as well.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I saw this TikTok that was like, you're already the age you're turning. As in, you're turning 27. You've been on this earth for 27 years.
Not quite yet.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It took me a while. I was like, what do you mean?
I couldn't compute it.
Like, you're not turning 27 and that's not your 27th year that you're entering. It's your 28th year that you're entering.
Ew.
You know
That's
what I mean?
even worse.
Why is it a bit weird, though? Why is it, like, not really make sense?
Yeah.
But it's true, right?
Well, yeah, it's because, like, the day you're born, like, that feels like it should be, like, your first birthday.
Yes.
But it's not. It's your birthday.
Yes. But you're
and
0.
Then you live a whole year and then you're 1.
1. So you've already lived your first year when you're 1.
Yeah.
So you're starting your
I've already lived my
year.
27th year when I turned 27.
Yes.
Ew.
I know, because it feels like, wow, like you're turning a new age. I'm about to live that age. But you've actually already lived 20.
I'm about to live 28. That's 27 is like mid-20s. 28 is late.
I fear 27 is like
No,
late.
because it's 21, 22, 23. Early. 24, 25, 26.
True.
Mid.
So that's 27.
Oh, it is! Fuck. 7, 8, 9, 30. Fuck. Can't count and old. So perfect.
I was like, oh, it's so true. And then you're like 26. I was like,
Ew.
oh.
No.
No,
It's
not
a
ill.
privilege to age.
Yes, it is. And do you know what's even crazier? If I had a kid when my mum had a kid, I'd already have a kid. I'd have like a 6-month-old.
I feel like sometimes we like don't give ourselves enough credit. Because I was about to say, I don't feel like I'm like responsible enough to be 27. I'm like, well, you live in your own apartment that you pay all the rent for. You own a company. You earn all that money. You have an accountant.
You make all your bookings.
Yeah, you do your grocery shopping. You go to the doctor when your liver's failing. You go to therapy when your anxiety's bad. Like, you're doing all the things.
But do you ever feel old enough to be that age? I'm not sure.
Surely not.
Because I hear people and they've got like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, and they're just like, I just like can't believe I'm responsible for another human.
Well, I feel like Lang says that all the time. She's like, I'm responsible for this little man.
Yep. And I just feel like you see parents and you go, oh, you're so
You
capable
must
of that.
just-
And like,
yeah.
capable, yes, but you must just feel so like, yeah, this is just, I'm like more of an adult now.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you ever just go, oh, I don't know.
Surely when you're like 50.
Yeah, do you feel like an adult? Cam is 50. And he was like, I genuinely still feel like 25. You're still like, what's
So you have so much life experience.
Yeah. But I think he just means like in his body and
Right.
just like,
Fit, healthy man.
yeah, like we love to
Go
see
off.
it. Like goals.
Goals.
I hope I'm like that at 50 as well.
I hope I'm like Cam when I'm 50 years old.
Oh gosh. Also, we're going to see Bridget Jones tonight.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Me too. I
I'm
keep
so
forgetting.
excited.
Me too.
Oh, I love a movie night.
Me too. I love the cinemas. And I haven't seen anyone but the first one. So I think I'll be a little confused.
Nah, I feel like it'll still, like, you'll get the premise.
Yeah.
I feel.
Because it's almost just like, yeah, you don't know the backstory, but it's like how I watched the Sex and the City movies first.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything
I
about
feel like
anyone.
It might help too, but I don't
Yeah.
think it'll, like, not make it a good viewing experience.
I agree.
I think I'm going to cry.
Really, a
A lot of people have said they've been crying.
Everyone says that you laugh and you cry and you laugh and you
Yeah.
cry. Like you're continuously doing all of that.
It's about, like, loving life and, like, finding yourself, I think.
Did you ever see We Live in Time? No, I literally.
Well, it came out when I was like, my liver is failing, and I was like, I can't watch about something about someone dying. And I still don't think I could.
No, I genuinely don't think I could ever watch it.
No. But everyone sobbed watching that.
Yeah, I genuinely like. Nah, like there is just
That
you
would
couldn't
ruin
pay
me.
me. You could not
No.
pay me to watch that movie.
Even, have you heard anything about Apple Cider Vinegar, the TV show?
Yes,
Do you know about Mel Gibson?
like not really.
I didn't.
No, I've like seen the news.
I couldn't wait for you to answer because I was like, I didn't.
Shut up! I didn't.
Did you know? Because I didn't. Sorry.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't either. I started watching it last night.
Did you?
Maybe that's why I couldn't sleep. But you should definitely not.
Really? Doesn't she lie about having cancer?
Yeah. I fear I need to know way more because the character is like so complex. I'm so confused.
I can't believe it's real. I can't believe it's a
I
real
know.
story.
But so many iconic Australian actors in it.
Yes, well, everyone from Dance Academy.
Everyone from Dance Academy.
Like,
I haven't seen Sammy yet, but I saw Abigail and Kat.
at the mothers group.
Yeah. It's so crazy. And the Kat, the way, like, I don't know if it's just because I know them as Dance Academy characters, but like the way they spoke, I was like, you're literally
That's
speaking
them.
how you spoke in Dance Academy. Like, so many girls from the Saddle Club, Dance Academy. So many iconic actors.
Imagine if we had some H2O girls in there.
Yeah,
Then
so
it would be
true.
like a trifecta.
Obsessed.
Like, what's Ricky up to?
Yeah.
Like, we know where Emma and Cleo are there.
Yeah.
They're in the Vampire Diaries. The originals.
They're vampires and werewolves, actually.
It's always so funny to watch Australian things now because I feel like I never watch Australian shows. And then you hear it and you're like, oh, that's what we sound like.
Yes.
I'm terrified.
And the main actress in Apple Cider Vinegar is an Australian.
I've
and her
seen
accent
that.
is really good.
Yes, because I saw her doing interviews and she's American.
American, yeah.
I've never seen an American actor do an Australian accent and been
So
like,
well.
oh, that sounds Australian.
Yeah.
So I got something else to say now it's gone. Must have been that good. Anyway,
Kind of been
I feel like the end of our episodes are always just like so higgledy-jiggledy.
so random.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
If you made it this far.
But that's our first episode back.
Yeah,
we're going to be good.
4-month recap.
Yep, we're going to be better.
Thanks for being here.
If you're listening on Spotify, I hope you enjoyed.
Crazy.
I hope you enjoyed. And we will see you hopefully soon.
Hopefully very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Love you.